Hello, Underdrummer here, back again with another helpful how-to video. Today I woke up to a terrible sight. If you've ever had this happen to you, you know what I'm talking about. A copyright strike on my channel. I've never experienced this, so I didn't know what to expect, and I was scared and thought they were going to shut my channel down, and immediately started Googling stuff about copyright strikes, and there's a lot of misinformation out there. So I just thought I'd share my experience with you. You can see here the emoticons get sadder as the strikes go on. 3 strikes and supposedly YouTube will completely remove your YouTube channel. I'm not sure if that's the case, and I believe if you click on details it says we may have to disable your account if you have 3 or more strikes within a 3-month period. So maybe they will, maybe they won't. The information out there makes it seem a lot scarier. I should say the misinformation out there makes it seem a lot scarier than it actually is. All I had to do was go to copyright school, which sounds like a major pain in the but it wasn't. It was literally a 4-minute video and literally 4 questions. There's even websites out there that have the answers to those questions, and I believe there's a pool of 50 questions, and they randomly select 4 for you to answer. But I mean, anybody with a half a brain could get all 4 answers correctly, and then you graduate copyright school. So it's not really a school, quote unquote. It's more like penance or punishment, and as punishments go, it's really not that bad. So far, I haven't noticed any restrictions on my channel. I can still upload, I can still comment and like, I can still view analytics. Nothing dramatic has been restricted on my channel for one copyright strike. Just this kind of blank looking emoticon here. Now you don't want to go to the next little emoticon, which is like, oh man, this kind of sucks kind of emoticon, and then finally, wow, this totally blows, and why did I upload stuff that had copywriting on it? The other thing I want to talk about is what I actually did, why I got a copyright strike. So over the weekend I applied for an Amazon job where you work from home. They're hiring 5,000 employees to work from home. So I went and filled out their application thing, and then there's this online job tryout, virtual job tryout they call it, and it was more in-depth than I thought it was going to be. It was actually more difficult than I thought it was going to be. At one point they had this person talking, this pre-recorded voice, and they were playing the part of a disgruntled customer, and there was a timer down at the bottom left of the window, and it started at 100. And you had to continually watch it, and anytime it fell below 90, you had to click the button underneath it to get it back up to 100. So you're kind of multitasking. Anyways, it's kind of neat, and I thought, hey, I'll record my experience and upload it. But Amazon wasn't having that, and actually the company that makes the virtual job tryout, that they do all kinds of stuff, virtual job tryouts for all kinds of companies. Amazon themselves did not create this. It's called Shaker. That is the company that actually filed the takedown request. So I wasn't breaking into the Pentagon or anything. I wasn't, maliciously stealing somebody's content and uploading, the new Star Wars movie. I was uploading my experience. Granted, as the fair use copyright laws go, I should have probably added some narration over the top and said, hey, this is Underdrummer and this is what I'm doing, and maybe that would have helped me to fight. One of the options is to fight. It doesn't say, choose to fight or choose to submit, but those are basically your 2 options. The third option is, of course, saying, hey, this is a mistake, which probably, rarely happens. So let's talk about the first 2 options. The one that I chose was just submit, which, hey, I'm wrong, I'll go to copyright school, and then my channel is on probation for 3 months, I believe. You can see here it says May 2nd is when I got the strike, and it will expire on July 31st. And there's all kind of stuff on the internet about people going, hey, my copyright strike didn't expire, and oh my god, what if I get another one? Well, my answer to that is just don't upload any copyrighted content. especially not any from Shaker or Amazon. That's clear. But the final option that we haven't spoke about yet is appealing to the company. So in this case, I would write a letter to Shaker through YouTube, and I would say, hey, come on, you know, I was just trying to show some stuff. And I guess you'd plead your case. And I thought about doing that. And as I mentioned before, if I had added some narration, I could have argued fair use. But all I did was screen capture my experience with the virtual job tryout and upload it. And that probably wasn't the best thing to do. I won't do it again in the future. And hopefully if you watch this video, you'll kind of understand what the whole copyright strike thing is. You definitely don't want 3. I can't verify that they will murder your channel and erase it from existence, but I don't think you want to find out what happens if you do that. I know I don't. And it is kind of scary, and I really couldn't find anything about, hey, what do I do when I get a copyright strike? Every video I clicked on was like, this is how you don't get a copyright strike. None of them really told you what to do if you get a copyright strike. So I will do that now. My suggestion is go to copyright school. It takes like 10 minutes of your time. Watch the 4-minute video, fill out the 4 questions. If you have a hard time comprehending things audibly or visually, then go look up the answers, because there's several websites out there that just list all the answers to the YouTube Copyright School. So you don't even have to watch the video. You can just look up the answers and pass copyright school. And if it's your first strike ever, I think you just wait 3 months. It's going to be removed. You're not going to have any restrictions. None that I can see anyways. I will do an update if I see some kind of restrictions. But that was my experience with the copyright strike. It wasn't terrible, though I admit it was a little scary at first because it's never happened to me and I didn't know what was going on. When I first read 3 months, restrictions for 3 months, I thought that meant I couldn't upload any videos for 3 months, and that was like I was not doing good that day. But after getting some real information about it and researching it, and then actually going to copyright school, and you don't even have access to your channel. That's the scary thing too, is you don't, all you have is a panel, a window that pops up, a dialog window that says, hey, you need to deal with this right now. You can't even get in and check out your video manager and your analytics. You can't do any of that with one copyright strike. I mean, it's pretty brutal with one copyright strike. It's like, hey, you need to address this right now. You're not going to do anything until you address this. So that was kind of scary. And so expect that. So they kind of drill into your head that deleting your copyright stricken video will not remove the restriction. You have to go to copyright school and you have to wait 3 months. I didn't monetize the video when I uploaded it because I knew it wasn't my content, but I wanted to share with other people my experience with the virtual job tryout, maybe give them a heads up if they were going to attempt the virtual job tryout. And I don't believe there was any content ID flagged on it either. So it kind of hit me out of the blue. You know, I don't see why YouTube can't give you the first one free and say, instead of putting your channel on restriction for 3 months, you know, that is severe. Now what you have to go through is not so bad, copyright school and basically no restrictions for 3 months. But as a first offense goes, it seems to me a little severe. How about one heads up, one warning like, hey, you just got a copyright strike. Delete the video and don't do that again for a year or forever. Otherwise, it's going to be copyright school and 3 months of probation for you. That seems fair to me. But YouTube's running a business, I understand that, and they probably don't like receiving legal letters, you know, any more than we like waking up to copyright strikes. So it's probably best to just toe the line and try not to upload anything that has a content ID flagged on it. Again, they didn't flag this video. There was no content ID flag on it, and I wasn't monetizing it. So maybe I could have appealed to Shaker, but I went to copyright school. I took the whole thing down. So that was my experience with it. Hopefully it never happens to you. If it does, you have watched this video and you kind of have a heads up now of what to expect. So hope you find this video informative. If you do, please give me a like and leave me a comment. Let me know if this has happened to you, if your experience was different. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.